What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Killer's Corner, and today we will be breaking down the up-and-coming UFC 322 card. We have a great card this weekend. Honestly, might be the best pay-per-view we've seen all year. Great main event, great co-main event, great whole card, honestly. We got a lot to get into, so let's get into it. Let's break it down. Check us out. I'm going to start here with the Malcolm Now, this one's a really interesting one here. Malcolm he's a very highly touted prospect. Coming in right now, he's 10-0, was it 10-0, 6 knockouts, starting knockout is 1 victories, and he's 2 knockout wins since doing 16 UFC. Most notably his last fight against Chris Got John Malcolm for, I don't know how long it was. But anyway, Malcolm he's a great striker. He does have the height advantage. He's got 3 advantage. He's 5 10 and I don't know, I think this is a tough one here because he's not a fighter. He has 8-1 in his career, 5 knockout. He has lost since joining UFC. Moving on here, the next fight of the night, we got Tracy Cortez taking on Aaron Blanchfield. Now, with this one here, I know Tracy Cortez won their first matchup. This was what, 10 years ago? I don't know. No, it wasn't that long. 7 years ago. So they were both a lot younger, both a lot more raw talent. So both of them had a lot of time to work on their craft. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know. This one should be an interesting one because Blanchfield, she's kind of getting on her way to a title shot. But if Tracy can come swoop in here and get a big win, maybe she's in the conversation. I don't know. On this one, Blanchfield has really good jiu-jitsu. If it goes to the ground for more than one round, I think she could even find a finish, but I think she could win it off just control time alone. But another thing to consider, Tracy Cortez is a very scrappy fighter. She's very, unorthodox, just kind of all out at you, a lot of pressure. And I think that with this pressure, she might be able to keep Blanchfield on her back feet and keep her kind of hesitant from shooting those takedowns. So I'm going to lean towards Cortez here. Cortez by decision is going to be my prediction. But Blanchfield is more than capable of winning this fight on the ground. So it's really just going to come down to whether or not she's able to land her takedowns. And I'm kind of leaning towards thinking she's not going to be able to. But who knows? We'll see. We'll find out. Next up, we got another fun fight here. We got Roman Kopylov taking on Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez, he is, 3 inches taller, 6'3", versus Roman Kopylov coming in at 6 feet. Gregory Rodriguez is also an orthodox fighter versus we got a southpaw with Kopylov. Kopilov's a really fun fighter. I like him a lot. Even though in that Chris Curtis fight, I kind of thought he was losing before he ended up getting the last second knockout there. And then in his last fight against Paulo Costa, I don't know, he wasn't doing enough. There wasn't enough output there. So it'll be a really interesting test for him. Gregory Rodriguez is another tough opponent, just like Paulo Costa in his last. But Gregory Rodriguez isn't exactly the scariest name in the division. I mean, the guy lost to Jared Cannonier this year. 41-year-old Jared Cannonier. So I know. And then besides that, his best win is what? Chris Duncan or Jack Hermanson? Yeah, I don't know. The guys he's fought so far, they're solid. That's kind of it, in my opinion. Roman Kopylov, he's a very fun striker, mixes it up with the kicks and with the hands. And I really think this is going to be a good fight for him to prove himself. And I'm going to go with Kopylov to get the win here. Another thing to note, even though there's a 3-inch height advantage for Rodriguez, they have the same reach. So that's really not going to factor in as much as you'd think. So I'm going to lean towards Kopylov on this one. I hope that he can get it done by knockout, but either way, I think he's going to be able to outstrike Rodriguez. And yeah, if Rodriguez can take this to the ground and maybe ground and pound his way to a win, could happen. I don't know. I wouldn't bank on it, though. I'm riding with Kopylov here. Next up on the card, we got Bo Nickel taking on Rodolfo Vieira. Now, I know both of these guys are predominantly grapplers. Bo Nickel, obviously, all-American wrestler. You guys know the deal with him. Rodolfo Vieira, another very good grappler. He's also happens to be 36 years old, kind of starting to get up there a little bit, and only 11-3 in his career. Hasn't fought a ton. To be honest, I'm not super familiar with him, but I know he's got a couple of respectable wins. Against Petrosyan, against Cody Brundage. Yeah, he's got some respectable wins here. Bo Nickel, yeah, obviously he's a great wrestler. He's had a lot of time to work on his striking. Hasn't fought in, how long has it been? He hasn't fought in at least 6 months, 8 months probably. Been a while for him. He's had a lot of time to work on his striking, besides just the overhand, because that seems to be the only thing he's been able to land so far. Yeah, hasn't fought since May. So yeah, I think Bo Nickel should be able to get this one done. I know a lot of people don't love him. I honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of him either. But yeah, Bo Nickel, I know this is a big fight for him. Not a lot of people are fans of him, I guess, just because, I don't know, he hasn't really proved anything, especially on the feet, besides, I don't know, he got, a knockout win against, who was that? Val Woodburn? Yeah, that doesn't scream scary. Yeah, and then what? He's gotten like respectable wins. Like Paul Craig's a respectable win, Cody Brundage a respectable win, but we just haven't seen him take that jump yet. RDR we thought was okay, maybe this guy's a contender, so that's at least like you're losing to one of the best, and he's still super young, only 29 years old. But I'm gonna go nickel here. I think he's had enough time to work on his striking. I think that he's more than capable of I don't know, defending himself on the ground, because Vieira is more of a jiu-jitsu guy. But I think this fight price stays on the feet. It's not going to be the most entertaining striking bout, and I'm going to lean towards nickel on this one. All right, next up we got. Okay, we're kicking it off with the main card now. We got Beneil Dariush taking on Benoit Saint Denis. Now I know Dariush beat Moicano. Moicano beat Benoit Saint Denis. But I think Dariush is only getting older, and even though he won his last fight, he didn't look that great. Like, against Moicano, he's also, I don't know, getting worse every day, I'd say, at this point. He's, like, yeah, Dariush, 36 years old. I don't know, man. I'm trying to talk him up here, but I gotta go Benoit Saint Denis. He really impressed me in his last fight. He had solid striking. I was very surprised with that, because even like in the Poirier fight and then in the Moicano fight, I mean, the Moicano fight was all ground and pound pretty much, but in the Poirier fight, he was getting outboxed. Like it was night and day. Like it was Dustin showing him there's levels to this shit. But yeah, I'm gonna lean towards Saint Denis here. I think he's got improved striking. I think that he's shown us before that he's a great grappler. Being able to grapple well against Dustin Poirier for those first couple rounds there before he got knocked out. Yeah, he's a solid up and coming fighter. Dariush isn't the biggest test for him. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see here. I think this is probably a more difficult fight than Mauricio Rufy for him, just because Dariush has much better takedown defense than Rufy. But yeah, we'll see with this one. I'm going to lean towards Dariush, I'm leaning towards Saint Denis here. But it should be a good fight. Yeah, be interesting to see if Benoit Saint Denis is able to get past the gatekeeper the second time. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Next up here, another super fun fight. Leon Edwards taking on Carlos Prates. I'm just going to kick it off with here. I love Carlos Prates. I think he's the best striker in the division. He does a really good job of mixing up kicks, hands, elbows. Like, he throws everything at you. You don't know what's coming, and he's hurting you with every shot. He throws with a lot of aggression, and he's done great so far in his UFC career. Obviously, one loss against Ian Gary, but he's also a young fighter that hasn't really needed to work on his grappling in the cage yet. So I think getting that experience for him was very valuable. And then you look at Leon Edwards. He lost very, very poor performance against Sean Brady in his last one. But he got out grappled. He looked like shit on the ground. Sean Brady made him look like Benoit Saint Denis made Mauricio Rufy look last time. But here's the thing, guys. Leon Edwards beat RDA, Nate Diaz, Colby Covington, all with ground and pound and control time. He could very well do this against Prates. I know I saw in his media availability today, he said that laying on top of him isn't going to get him a title shot. And I really hope that's his mindset, because if that's the mindset Leon wants to bring to this fight, he's not winning. You're not going to stand there and strike with Prates, especially Leon Edwards. Like, I'm not super scared of his striking. Like, yeah, it's solid. I don't think he's going to get a knockout. He obviously had the big one against Usman, but, like, besides that, he was kind of a decision merchant. Like, and I don't think Prates is able to, I don't think Prates goes a full 3 rounds with Leon without Leon forcing grappling. I think Prates has to get a knockout here. Before I saw his media availability today, I was so ready to take Leon, just because I thought he'd be able to out-grapple him. I think Leon's a better grappler than Ian Gary. So, yeah, just based on that alone, in theory, Leon would be able to just kind of win it with control time.
But I'm going to change my pick here after seeing that. If Leon wants to get his way back to a title shot and try to stand and bang with Prates, great. I want to see that more than anything. So I really hope he actually ends up doing that. But I will not be surprised if he loses round 1 and then just goes, oh shit, I kind of need to make up some points here, and just kind of lays on top of him, maybe lands a couple ground strikes. Hope it doesn't happen, but that's kind of what I'm thinking for that one. So I'm gonna lean towards Prates, but if Edwards switches up the strategy and if the fight starts off rough for him and he's got to switch up the strategy, I think he's very capable of getting the win here. So this is a very high level fight. I'm very excited to see the result for this one. Next up, another high level welterweight fight. Sean Brady taking on Michael Morales. Now, Sean Brady here, he's we saw what he did against Leon last time. The grappling was great. He controlled him for basically the whole fight. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 minutes of the whole fight where he didn't have control time. It was just pure dominance. Like, it was a very good grappling performance from him. But then you look at Michael Morales here. Michael Morales, elite striker, 18-0 in his career. 13 wins by knockout. Even got a submission win. I don't think that was in the UFC. No, it was not. It was, this was before he made the UFC. But he's got, he's got knockout wins against Gilbert Burns and Neil Magny in his last 2. Jake Matthews' decision win before that. Those are some respectable wins. I know Gilbert Burns is kind of getting up there and becoming the guy that everyone beats. I mean, even on Sean Brady's way to getting, second ranked in the division. He went through Gilbert Burns, got a good win. So Morales, I haven't seen a ton of him yet against top level talent. So this is going to be a really good test for both of these guys, honestly, because I think the winner has a very good case to get a title shot here. So I think both guys are capable of winning by finish here too, because Sean Brady, he can go out there and get a submission. Michael Morales, he could very well end up getting the knockout. Like, this is such an even, fun fight that I don't even know if I'm going to make a prediction here, just because I don't know. Like, both guys have their kind of methods of victory laid out for them. And it's just who's going to be able to go out there and do it. And I'm going to lean towards Sean Brady on this one. I know that Morales, he is the underdog in this one. Sean Brady, 32 years old versus Morales, 26. I think that Morales, I don't think he's going to go undefeated on his way to a title shot. Who knows? Maybe he proves me wrong. But I think this might be a test fight for him where he ends up just kind of getting out grappled, takes it and hopefully learns from it and bounces back. I'm going to lean Sean Brady here. This is such a close fight to call, so I don't even care if I'm wrong on this. It's going to be close. It's going to be a good fight. I really hope. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. Next up here, we got the co-main event. We got Valentina Shevchenko defending the flyweight title against Zhang Weili. Now this is another really high-level fight. Zhang Weili, she's cleared out the entire women's strawweight division. And then we got Valentina Shevchenko. 8 or 9 title defenses in the flyweight division? She's cleared out pretty much everyone. Like, both of these women have not really seen much struggle at all in their UFC career. I know, like, Shevchenko, she lost to Nunes. Like, she's lost to, some of the best ever. And Weili, same with her. She's, 26-3. 3 losses in her career. But she lost to Rose twice, and then her first ever MMA fight was a loss. Weili, I know she tends to be a bit more of a grappler than she tends to grapple a little bit more than Shevchenko. But at the same time, Shevchenko against Alexa Grasso really resorted to grappling, especially in that third bout they had there. Honestly, even in the first 2. But yeah, I don't know. I want to lean towards Weili here. I think she can do it all. I mean, 11 knockouts, 8 submission wins? She can do it all. I think the only thing is, with Valentina Shevchenko being 10 pounds more than the lady she usually fights, might be a little tougher on the grappling with a heavier opponent. But I don't know. I think Weili might be able to snag a round or 2 just from control time. And then on the feet, I wouldn't say she's really at a disadvantage with Shevchenko. Shevchenko's getting up there in age. Shevchenko also, I don't know, she hasn't looked great in her last few fights. She's winning. Against Manon Fiorot, she was fine. She was the better fighter. Wasn't that impressive. Against Alexa Grasso, same sort of deal. Yeah, she was the better fighter. She kind of laid on top of her the whole time. I don't know. I think both of these ladies are great fighters. Some of the best to ever do it. Quite possibly two. I don't know about the two best to ever do it. Amanda Nunes, obviously, still number one. But yeah, this is a fun fight, high level fight. I'm gonna lean Wei Li here. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Really could go either way. It's a coin toss. All right, now in the main event, this is a big one. We got Jack Della Maddalena taking on Islam Makhachev. Now JDM coming into this one, 18-2. I think his first 2 ever fights were losses. So 18 fight win streak. Not all those are in the UFC, obviously. JDM, he's a great. Here's the thing about JDM. He's a great boxer. We saw that against Bilal. We saw that against Gilbert Burns. We saw that in many of his fights. And he seems to win pretty much no problem. I say, as I see here, he has 2 split decisions in his last 4 fights. But, yeah, no, JDM, dog, don't get me wrong. Also, very sneaky jiu-jitsu. I even saw a video of Craig Jones talking about how JDM would teach him moves, and then he said JDM would get too high and forget that he taught him the move, and then ask Craig Jones to teach him the move. But yeah, he's got great jiu-jitsu. JDM is honestly a really well-rounded fighter. Great pressure against Bilal. He defended takedowns well against Bilal. He did a really good job getting underhooks and maintaining distance. And that was a sneaky thing that I think was underrated. A lot of people just kind of put that on, oh, Bilal didn't take the fight to the ground. That's why JDM won. JDM defended 6 takedowns that fight. Bilal attempted 9 takedowns and only landed 3 of them. And Bilal also only had, 3 minutes of control time? Like, JDM did a great job defending takedowns that fight. I think we got to give credit where credit's due. But look at the guy he's fighting against. Islam Makhachev is... He's already, I don't know, probably a top 10 fighter of all time, and the guy is still active, still in his prime. This is just such a tough challenge for JDM. Especially, he's not super seasoned yet in the UFC. Only has, 8 fights in the UFC, all wins. But this is just a whole different beast. Islam Makhachev. Honestly, yeah, I think people are underrating his striking. He outstruck Poirier. He outstruck Volkanovski. Yeah, I don't know if he outstruck him in the first fight, but I mean, second fight, he knocked him out against Volk. And then against Poirier, he was up on the scorecards before even landing that submission. He was winning on the feet. He looked good. If you look at Dustin's face after that fight, pretty purple, pretty, not so pretty. But, yeah, one thing I was a little worried about with this one, not the weight cut, I was worried about him being a little undersized. But he looks huge. I'll pop up some pictures here of what he's looking like going into this fight week. He looks massive right now. I've seen online that the weight cut to 170 is going to be a tough one for him. So if that's the case, and he's a true 170-pound fighter, and he goes into the octagon weighing I don't know, 180, between 180 and 190 on fight night, I don't see a world where he loses this. He can box with Jack. He can take it to the ground whenever he wants. If he's not going to land the takedown, he'll be right back there to go for another one. He's just constantly at your throat the whole fight. He is such a talented fighter, and I really don't think anyone in the UFC can beat him right now. They're, yeah, I know the whole story for Jack. Oh, Islam knocked out Volk, and now Jack's going to avenge him. Don't get me wrong, it's a sick storyline, and that would be crazy if it happened. That would be great. But... Because, don't get me wrong, I love a striker as champion. But Islam is just too damn good. He can strike with the best, he's shown it. He can grapple better than probably anyone in the UFC. I'd say Hamzat's maybe the only guy that can maybe give him a run for his money. This guy's just so good, and he's been so dominant in his career so far. So I just don't see a world that he loses this. Because it's possible. JDM, honestly, before... I was kind of considering him a lot more before. But the more I think about this fight, the more I lean into Makhachev's going to win. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction here. I'll go 3rd round submission. That's going to be my call for that one. But anyways, that's going to mark the end of the video here. Big thanks if you guys watched and stuck around to the end. Really appreciate it. And we'll be back on Sunday for a post-fight recap. So make sure to tune in for that. Thank you for watching.